Leo, this is Catherine with Oracle Intuitions, and this is your weekly reading for July 16th to the 23rd. We're going to be taking a look into the energy of the mind, body, and spirit, as well as relationships, with a closing message from the universe. Please remember that these are general readings, so they may not resonate with everyone, but I do suggest you check out the videos that come out throughout the week for your sun, moon, rising, and Venus signs. Also, please remember that time in the spirit realm is irrelevant. So these may be upcoming energies, current energies, or some sort of validation from spirit in regards to a past energy. Also, if you are looking for a personal reading, you can contact me at oracleintuitions.com or through my email at oracleintuitions1111@gmail.com, or even through my Facebook and my Instagram pages at Oracle Intuitions. Also, please make sure you've clicked subscribe. Please make sure you click the notification bell so that you can see when all of my videos come up. But on Wednesdays, we do a live show where we provide free mini readings for our subscribers. And on Sundays at 2:00 p.m., we bring on different spiritual guests. And both of these shows are live. You can interact. They're lots of fun. So I highly suggest that you join us, because you know they really are a good time. So let's get into it and see what's coming through for Leo. All right, Leo, let's see what's happening. One more shuffle. Let's go. In the mind, we have the Prince of Spring. So this is the Prince of Wands energy. And it's the dolphin. An opportunity arises that needs your attention right away. Moving quickly is important, yet there's nothing you can't handle if you follow your inner guidance. Now, when that Prince of Wands comes through, it also really talks about, you know, the main thing with that Prince of Wands is that, now for some of you it may have to do with an urgent situation that you do need to take care of. But usually when the Prince of Wands appears, it feels as though you're on a journey of beginning something new. Maybe for some of you, you're going to start writing. Maybe for some of you, you're going to start some sort of new project, a new career. Maybe you're wanting to head into a new, relationship. Maybe perhaps, you're just getting a new mindset, whatever it is, but it's new and it's exciting. And you're beginning to feel that passion towards it. Okay, so this is the beginning of it. So maybe it's just the start of the creation of something new, whatever it is. Within the body, we have the Chariot, and it says you can successfully balance various or opposing energies at once through determination and focus. You've earned the rewards and recognition you're receiving. Now, when the Chariot comes through, it is about forward movement. So whatever you're passionate about, you're starting to make those forward movements towards. But I do feel that this, with the dolphin, okay, the opportunity arises that may have to, take precedence. Make sure that you stay within balance, because the Chariot is about balance as well. It's forward movement, but with a balance, okay? So we don't want to put too much energy into something and neglect everything else around us. And this is really what it's talking about. Make sure that you're having a well-placed balance within your life in some way. And the message from Spirit is the Ace of Summer. This is beautiful, beautiful energy. This is the beginning of a new emotional experience, something again that you have passion towards. It may be the first blush of a romantic love, the rebirth of a current relationship, or the awakening of spiritual gifts and insights. So whatever it is, it feels as though, this is something new, this is something exciting. Maybe for some of you, you're just taking a course, or, maybe it's, just some sort of new relationship. Maybe you're thinking about messaging somebody, or somebody new has appeared and you can't wait to, begin this relationship. But again, that balance is going to be necessary. I do feel that for those of you that are wanting to head into a relationship, or maybe perhaps you've met somebody new, or there's a reoccurring relationship or a current relationship that's happening, make sure again that you're placing some sort of balance. Make sure that you're not doing all the work within something. Make sure that these people, or this person, these people are, putting in their energy as well. All right, so this is exactly what it's talking about, especially with that Chariot, because that forward movement can happen. That forward movement towards what it is that you're passionate about is going to, be created. But externally, there needs to be a balance. All right, so let's get some clarification. So this card wanted to come out, and this is about transformation. Live accordingly to your divine essence. When that snake comes through, this is really about transformation. The snake sheds his skin, right? He leaves something behind and he goes towards something new. I feel like you're growing. Some way you're growing. When the snake sheds its skin, it's because it's grown. So maybe perhaps, again, you're going towards, you're growing towards a new level of spirituality. Maybe you're deepening your spiritual gifts. Maybe perhaps you're deepening a relationship, but you're leaving behind the old, and it feels very exciting to you. It feels like this is something that you've been perhaps waiting for, maybe something that you've been desiring for a long time, or maybe perhaps you just have the time to do it because externally you were able to get your life into balance. Because I do feel that that's happening too. Feels like for some of you, maybe life is starting to balance, and now you can place that focus towards what it is that you're desiring and that what you're really wanting. We also have the owl. Listen to the messages of the angels. Beautiful, beautiful. This is really about guidance coming through. So I do feel that for many of you, this may have to do with deepening your spiritual gifts. Maybe perhaps, you're wanting to start a spiritual practice of some sort. Maybe it's just a self-employment. Maybe you're getting a promotion or advancing some way in your work, but it's passionate. You're feeling that excitement towards it. For some of you, I do feel it could have to do with a relationship. And it feels like the angels are giving you guidance right now. So if you're rushing towards something and you're getting those little messages saying, slow down, bring it into balance. Let this person show you that you're desirable. You don't need to go chasing after them. Bring a balance to the relationship in some way. And we have the raven. And it says, prepare for change. Prepare for change. Again, like we have the snake who's shedding his skin. Prepare for change. There's some sort of change that's coming through here that is going to bring an excitement into your life. Now, take it as, obviously how it's going to resonate with you, whatever that change is. But it feels as though you're on the cusp. You're on the cusp of the change. So whether, again, however it resonates with you, because it maybe you've already gone through that change and you're already in that Ace of Summer. Maybe the change has already happened. But I do feel that you're on the cusp. Okay, for many of you, this is just the beginning. And there's so much more exciting things to come. But again, remain in that balanced energy. Okay? So let's take a look at relationships and see what's going on. Let's see. Remember that relationships do not need to be all romantic. They can be friends, family, and coworkers. They may also just be a relationship with yourself. Relationships for Scorpio. Oh, I totally missed that one. All right. Relationship for Scorpio. We have look at this, the Chariot again. Charge ahead with confidence. Stay strong and focused. All right. So stay focused on your goal. Stay focused on the goal, whether, again, it's a relationship, maybe perhaps, it has to do with something that, some other aspect that you're passionate about. But that balance is going to be necessary. And I feel like that's the second confirmation coming through. We also have the Fool. Have the courage to embrace the change. Take the risks. Be adventurous. It feels like you're holding yourself back on something a little bit. Maybe for some of you, it's like the passion is there, but are you ready to take that step forward? Maybe this has to do with a balance between the mind and emotions in some way. Maybe you're being too logical towards the situation, and you need to start putting some more emotion towards it, because the emotion is in your mind. The passion is in your mental space. You know what it is that you want to do. You know what is going to make you happy. You know what you want to try or take that risk towards. But there may be some sort of emotional blockage that you're holding back on. All right. So again, take that as it falls within your life. But I feel like Spirit is saying, take the risk, go for it. Okay, especially if it's within a relationship. And we have the Birth. Look at this again, new energy. Universal energy brings you opportunity and possibility. So you know, for those that are seeking a relationship, I feel like now is the time to do so. Now, this is not saying, you know, run out and message your person 100 million times and, you know, the whole bit. It's not saying that. It's saying open your heart to the possibility of this relationship coming through. But remember to maintain that balance. That balance has to be in there for this relationship to work, meaning that you can't be the one that's putting all the work towards it. Be risky, you know, take the challenges, take, you know, be adventurous, but still, you know, allow them to prove their worth to you. I don't feel like you're the one that needs to prove their worth to somebody else. So I hope that that makes sense for many of you, okay? Because I really feel that coming through. It's like you can open up, you can, you know, start to, maybe perhaps you're just starting to, you know, date again, or maybe perhaps there's a relationship that you want to move towards. But again, you know, don't, you can create the momentum to start going towards it, but just be in that place of understanding that this is new, and you use a little bit of logic towards it as well, all right? So balance between the logic and the emotions. So we have the Seven of Summer coming through, and it says it's time to stop procrastinating and make the decision so that you can move forward with a priority. If you need to do more research, then do so, but don't overthink the situation. Listen to your heart. So when the Seven of Cups comes through, this really talks about making a choice, making a decision, kind of getting out of fantasy world and start doing the work externally. So especially if, you know, if it does have to do with a project, or maybe again for some of you it may have to do it with a relationship, it's like get out of your head and just do it. Maybe you're thinking about joining, you know, or dating again, or getting out into the world in some way, or just being sociable. All right, it's really about taking that next step. Take that next step, and that's okay. But again, maintain the balance. We also have the this is such a beautiful card, the Four of Wands energy. It says it's time to kick back, relax, celebrate all that you have. Joy rises from success in your career, the completion of a project, or a very happy home life. When that Four of Wands comes through, for, you know, for many readers, it's looked at as like the twin flame, the soulmate, the soul connection card. I feel like there's some sort of soul connection that wants to come through here. There's some sort of soul connection that is either trying to make a revival, okay? It's either trying to rebirth the situation, try to rebirth the energy, or maybe perhaps for somebody new within you know, that wants to make their appearance. When that Four of Wands comes through, it really talks about like completion, being in this place of just being able to relax within the energy. So I do feel that this is very important, all right? It's relaxing within the energy. Again, let somebody prove to you that they're worthy of you. You don't need to go chasing. You don't need to be in that place of being the one who's trying to create the relationship. If the relationship is meant to be, if they have an interest in you, if they want to come through, they will. But I feel like, you know, this is really saying allow them to prove their worth. And look at this, Ten of Summer. By doing so, it completes, because the Ten of Cups also really talks about completion, but it's the ending of something. It's being in that happy place emotionally for yourself. So by doing this, not only is it going to create a different level of confidence for you, but you're going to be in this place where you're saying, you know what, absolutely, come through. Show me that you're worth of my time. Show me that you're worthy of my energy, all right? My life is in balance. I've made the decision. I'm ready to move forward passionately, but I'm not going to chase you. I'm not going to try to prove my worth to you in any way. You have to prove it to me. I'm going to create an equal balance within this relationship, but you know, I know what I'm worthy of, and I'm worthy of receiving, and what I'm worthy of, you know, having within my life. So I want to bring this forward. And if you're not going to show me, then I'm going to move on. I'm going to create that balance. I'm going to have that balance within my life. I'm going to be in this place where I'll find somebody who brings me this balance, all right? Charge forward with confidence. Stay strong and focused. Stay strong and focused on your goal within some sort of relationship. This is what I'm getting. So let's get a closing message from universe and see what is coming through. Closing message for Leo. All right, let's see what the universe has to say for Leo at this moment. We have the Jaguar, and it talks about release. Release the need to release the need to try to prove, to others what you're worth. Try to release the imbalance within your life in some way. Again, I do feel that for many of you, this might have to be that release of, possibly chasing or possibly trying to prove to somebody that they either need to come back or they should be with you. It's like being in this place of relaxing. Just release the things that are no longer necessary. It's time to move forward. That Jaguar, he moves forward with confidence, right? There's really no enemy of the Jaguar except maybe, the other lions or whatever, is around. But the Jaguar, he doesn't have that fear. He moves forward. He takes the chance. He takes the risks. All right? And it's a very forward movement. Once he releases whatever he's hanging on to, or the need or the feel to have to prove himself in some way, this is where things really start to change. This is where that transformation that we had with not only the snake, but, the raven is even saying that prepare for the change, right? Listen to the messages. Prepare for that transformation to come in. So, Leo, I truly hope that this reading has helped. Have an amazing week. We will see you next time, and many blessings.